Thank you, bro. Thanks, man.
Yeah, this is me and my auntie.
Yes, sir. Is that graduation right?
Now, underground music brings a lot of culture, a lot of good music, but with this, there's a lot of things that are totally ruining the underground, is making it unfun. From straight out weird fans, the lack of originality within these artists, and the random beef these artists be having.
Niggas falling off like they Uzi. Niggas falling off like they Uzi.
Like, I generally have no clue what is worse, him dissing Lil Uzi for no reason at all, or his fans riding him with no license. When rappers do stuff like this, I think it's easy to see that they're just fiending for some clout. But in this video, we're going to talk about the things that I think are completely ruining the underground scene. But the first thing I really think is affecting the whole underground scene is really its fans. As soon as any underground artist starts to blow up, just expect everything in their life is about to get exposed. You start seeing pictures of the artist that you don't even think the artist knows that exist. Like, I'm serious, some of these so-called fans should put their talents in being an FBI agent the way they're finding all this detail about this artist. And the prime example of this is Osama's son. He's been exposed in every way you thought of. And yes, I mean every way. In a way, I gotta give my respect to Osama's son, because if I got exposed this much, you would never hear me hop on this mic again. Because what do you mean you're pulling up to me with my graduation pictures? I'm 22. Like, I feel like these fans fail to really put themselves in these artists' shoes. You're pulling up to them with private information they did not share to no one. And these rappers, they can't really do much. They just gotta sit there in disappointment of their own fan base. It's been so bad, his fans somehow found a way to leak his unmixed vocals for a song.
It's a how the fuck you get them raps, little nigga thing?
For stuff like this, I genuinely don't know how this is possible to leak this through the internet. Underground fans have definitely reached a new level of dedication. And arguably, I would say some of these new fans are as worse as the diehard ones. They'll just hop on any social media and say one of the worst takes ever known to man. And a prime example is when Chains by Santa started getting popular on TikTok. Which, keep this in mind, before this even reached TikTok, this song was loved in the underground. You know, no one was really saying anything negative about this song. But as soon as new people came to this song, the amount of times I've seen, oh, the intro's so good, but the song's so bad. Oh, why is he copying Ken? Which, it was truly unbelievable. I had to sit down there and really think, is this rage bait? Because truly, the tomfoolery I was reading in those comments, rage bait had to be the only explanation. But when this song got popular on TikTok, it was truly a canon event, and now it's really just satire. A lot of people just still joke about this song. But at the end of the day, it really shows how new fans, new people react to this music when they first hear it. Now, the next thing is really targeted against rappers. I feel like there's a lack of originality within these rappers. And a prime example is really album covers. Now, I can understand you trying to recreate another album cover of someone else, but when you're doing it and it has no meaning or context to what your art is and what you're doing in this album, it's fair to say you're just copying at that point. And with the new release of Rest in Bass by Che, there's been a lot of people saying that the underground is really just copying the mainstream. In listening to Rest in Bass, you can easily see the Cardi influence. Like, it doesn't take over 4 or 5 songs to listen to the album and really hear that. Which, I did enjoy this album. I did think it was a pretty decent album. But for me at least, when listening to underground music and listening to an artist like Che, I do expect something new, something original, something fun to listen to, instead of listening to Cardi on underground beats. Which I do think he really had a good approach with that sound, and some people even say that he did a better job than Cardi. And if you're looking back at me, I will not give my opinion on that comment, okay? I'm just stating it was said. But even artists like Osama's son has been caught copying a lot. And a prime example is when Osama's son made his album Flextra, which the cover of this album was a direct copy from another artist. Which Osama's son ended up actually getting sued for his cover, and he had to just change it back to the original Flex Music cover. But I generally don't know how you make something like this and think you're not about to get sued. Like, it was blatant. I know damn well that creative director and the graphic designer both got fired because they barely even tried to make it seem different at all. And nowadays, it seems like a trend in a way to gain popularity is by copying someone else. I feel like a lot of artists do it on purpose just to gain some clout, because as soon as they do this, a lot of other people start talking about them and it starts to be a trend. Like, to be honest, how I found out about Nine Vicious is that people were saying that he was copying Tupac's cover album. But it really is a sad truth, but copying someone can really gain you popularity with the drama around your name. Another thing that's really ruining the underground scene is the rise of gimmicks. Someone's image is more important than their actual music when it comes to making underground music and just making music in general now. And at this point, it seems like you have to put more effort and more creativity into your image when being an artist than your actual music. And even big artists like Che and Osama put a lot of effort in their rollouts, and they really go with the gimmick for this album that will bring a lot of drama, a lot of controversy, and they truly just do the most before even dropping a snippet of the album.
I'm here to tell you that Wrestling Base will be officially releasing in July. I'll be dropping some of the artwork and the music on this page until then, before somebody gets it inappropriately. I'll see you very soon.
Limb to limb, I follow you. Limb to limb, I follow you.
All of a sudden, I miss the sun.
We will listen to the warmth.
All of a
All
sudden,
of a sudden,
I miss him.
Now, I'm not saying having a gimmick to your rollout is bad or it's something to represent your brand is bad, but compared to now, I feel like it matters way much more. And artists like Che will keep pushing that person out even if it seems a bit corny. And in both their teasers, they're both going for the same sort of style, which I already think Osama is just portraying it way better. And then there's some rappers who are mediocre at best, but their entire career, what's holding them up is their gimmick. And what's really popular in the underground right now is really nostalgia bait. Just like how Fortnite wants to go back and do their OG seasons again, it's just like how these artists want to go back in 2014 and just like that and make music videos like that. And the only way I can see people enjoy this music is if they just missed the era or just wasn't there for it, because this music is awful. Like, some of these artists just put all their skill points in drip and nothing in music. But let me just show you guys who I'm talking about.
That's the fucking shit, man. All I know is cake, but it's not my birthday. 9/24/03, check the dates. Been rockin' Ralph Lauren, man. These niggas rockin' bait. I might just go blind, just like a super.
Now, I didn't want to play too much because his voice was generally giving me a headache. But in the video, you can obviously see that he's trying to recreate an older style music video. Now, I would have accepted it if the song was actually good, but it wasn't. But that will conclude this video. I appreciate everyone that took their time out their day to watch this video. Make sure to like and sub if you enjoyed, and I'm gone.
Come on, you ain't got no